Hello, my name is Sally Baker from workingonthebody.com. Are you tangled up with food? You got too much on your plate? Are you eating for comfort? You're feeling overwhelmed and out of control over food? An ideal way of tackling all of those food phobias and food issues is tapping, EFT. Can collapse old self-sabotaging beliefs about who you are in relationship to food and can make big changes in your life gently and simply. This first video clip is going to take you through the basic EFT protocol, teach you that, and to help you learn them all the resources you need, including copies of these basic setups, are available on www.workingonthebody.com. From there you can download them for free, print out the setups and use them as often and as regularly as you like. And you can expand on them and write your own. All the guidelines you need are there. Okay, today we're going to start with, because EFT looks very odd, if you've never done it before, we're going to start with natural resistance to the whole process. Because while you're resisting the process, you can't tackle your food issues. So this is our first obstacle, getting used to the whole EFT protocol. Okay, what I'm doing now is beginning a setup on the karate chop. Setups are statements that you say 3 times, either while tapping on the karate chop or rubbing on the sore spot. The sore spot is a place where it's more tender than the rest of your chest area. It's where you normally pin a brooch or a medal. And it's where lymph nodes, there's a collection of lymph nodes. And when you press lightly, you'll find a spot that's more tender. But for ease, and because I personally prefer it, I'm going to use a karate chop. But you can experiment and find out what works best for you. Okay, so the first setup. Even though, everything starts with even though this EFT tapping thing looks like nonsense, and I can't imagine how it's going to help me lose weight or get my food back under control, I completely and fully love and accept myself. Even though this tapping looks completely ridiculous and I can't possibly tell anyone I'm doing it because I think I've finally lost it, I completely and fully accept who I am. Even though this tapping can't possibly help me, how can it help me lose weight? How can it help me get my food issues under control? I completely and fully love and accept myself without judgment. Okay, so we said it 3 times, we sent a message to the subconscious that we're going to start work. And we start tapping round. The first tapping position is on the inner end of the eyebrow. You tap 8 or 9 times, but you don't count. And give it a good bounce. Nothing too fey. Give it a good bounce. This tapping looks completely ridiculous. Oh my God, this tapping's absurd. I've tried some things in the past, but this must be the most stupid. This tapping looks crazy. How can this tapping help me? On the chin now. We're moving to the collarbone. This is a loose fist where a man or a woman would tie a tie. Okay, you just tap around there. This tapping looks ridiculous. Using both hands now on the ribs. It's absurd. How can it help me? Then with the flat of your hand under your arm. Level with a man's nipple or on your bra strap if you're a woman. This tapping's crazy. How can it possibly help me? Then both wrists together. This tapping is absurd. And we always finish on the top of the head. This tapping looks like crazy hippie rubbish. How can it possibly help me? Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Tap on the collarbone. And if 0 is no resistance and you're ready to go forward and fully embrace tapping and all it can do for you, that's where you're at. If 10 is, it's still rubbish, that's where you're at. Give yourself a number, 0 to 10. If your number is high, 8, 9, 10, you're going to need to do that round again. That's fine. Let's go now. This tapping looks like crazy. This tapping looks absurd. How can this tapping help me get food under control? How can this tapping untangle all my emotional attachments to food? How can this tapping work for me? Nothing works for me. I've tried everything. Nothing works for me. tried everything. How can this tapping possibly help me? How can this tapping possibly help me? I've tried everything in the past. Nothing ever works. Now, tapping on the collarbone again while you think about your number. Check in with yourself. Has it shifted? Has it changed number? Has it gone down? Has it gone up? Where are you? Wherever you are at the moment, that's your truth. And we work from there. We're just acknowledging it, putting it out there. Okay. You might need to do that round again if your number's still very high, or not changed, or even gone up. As the number starts to come down, and it will, you will be able to put in some choices. So we're going to go straight in. Don't need to do the setup statement again because we did it at the beginning of the session. Even though this tapping looks crazy, it can't do me any harm. Who knows, it might even do me some good. Even though this tapping looks completely absurd, I'm going to do it anyway. I've nothing to lose but my weight. I've nothing to lose and it can't hurt me. I'm going to give this tapping my best try. I'm going to give this tapping my best try. It doesn't seem so hard after all. Carrying straight on. I can do this tapping thing. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. I can do this tapping thing. I'm just going to tap as often as I can, whenever I can. I'm going to give this tapping my best try. I've got nothing to lose but this weight. I'm going to give my tapping the best I can. I'm just going to tap and see what happens. I'm just going to tap with an open mind, see what happens. Okay, tapping again on the collarbone. Checking your number. How are you feeling? Might be beginning to feel more relaxed. You've started your work. This tapping's easy. This tapping feels effortless and painless. I'm already beginning to feel more relaxed. I'm sure I'll find time easily and effortlessly to tap. I'm going to tap often and regularly and as often as I can. I'm going to tap whenever I can. It's making me feel more relaxed already. Making me feel more relaxed already. God, I actually think I can get some work done with this tapping. Maybe things aren't as bleak after all. Deep breath. Slow breath out. Okay, that's the first step in your journey. Accept the process. You're going to have to tap out your resistance and collapse it until it's down to 0 or 1. And then you're ready to move on with the next bit. If you get to very low numbers, you can put, even though I've got remaining resistance, even though there's part of me that's still not sure, even though I've got remaining resistance to tapping, even though I've got a little bit of resistance to tapping, even though there's a little bit of me that's still not sure, even though there's still a little bit of resistance to tapping, even though there's still a bit of doubting Thomas in me, even though I'm not really sure about this tapping, even though I'm not quite sure about this tapping, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway and see what happens. I'm going to tap anyway and see what happens. Just going to see what happens with this tapping. This tapping can't hurt me. Might even do me some good. This tapping can't hurt me. Might even do me some good. Just going to give it my best try. Just going to give it my best try. This tapping can't hurt me. Might even do me some good. Okay. End of the first clip. All the resources you need are freely available on workingonthebody.com.